JB Golf Performance filling in the gaps because it's not all technical. Welcome to hole 10 at Summit, everyone. This is a very difficult hole. We have many questions in our academy about how to play hole 10. So I'm going to go over a couple of key elements to playing hole 10. First of all, if we go right into the green, I've drawn a line right here. This line is 20 yards wide, and that's generally where we're going to need to try to land the ball. So, depending on the height that we're hitting our shot into this green, we can't necessarily carry it all the way back to the pin. Most people are going to be coming into this shot with a fairly low trajectory. So we want to land it towards the front of the green. We've only got 20 yards from side to side here where we have to hit our shot. So we need to hit a fairly accurate shot. Funny enough, this is very similar to the shot on hole 6. So hole 6, you got about 20 yards wide that you have to land it. And then if we go back to the gold tees, first of all, and measure from approximately where the gold tees are to that landing area, it's about 180 yards. So very similar to hole 6 tee shot. And what I want you to know is that because it's uphill, you want to find your 180 carry distance and figure out what club that is, and then you're going to take one extra club and then basically aim it right in the middle of this 20-yard gap. I wouldn't go flag hunting on this particular hole because it's just too long. So we've got the 180 from the gold tees. I'll just clear that off. If we look at to that number from the very front tees, it is about 110. So if you're playing the front tees, you take your 110 club and add one club, and that should probably be the correct club. The general rule of thumb is if there's 15 feet of elevation, you're going to add one club. Depending on the trajectory you hit, it doesn't always hold true, but generally that's a good one to go by. Then if we go from the reds, we're going to look at our carry distance there is about 115. So our 115 club that carries 115 plus 1 would be the correct club to hit on this shot here. And if we go back here, if we go all the way to the tips and we measure this one, it is 206. So I would take my 206 carry and add 1. The most important thing about this hole is that you need to be able to hit the shot that's required. And the shot that's required is, for a lot of people, a long shot that needs to be quite accurate. So you can work on this shot on the range, and you may need to get some help with your golf swing in order to pull this off. And the last yardage here is the white yardage is going to be roughly 170 to that spot. So you take your 170 carry club and add 1, and then that's probably the best club to hit, regardless of where the pin is. Now, obviously, we want to pay attention to where the pin is. The pin's way left, then maybe we favor a little bit away from it so that we don't short side ourselves. But when we start talking about long golf shots, around 170 to 200 yards, even the best players in the world are averaging over par from that range. So really the main goal is to just hit the green and not necessarily go flag hunting from that far away. If you're playing the 4 tees and you're a strong player, then of course you would fire at the flag. But from the the further tees here, we've got to just hit the green and try to make our par. By picking this area, we pretty much take away over the green, which is a terrible place to miss. And we do introduce the possibility of having to pull off a bunker shot here or a pitch on the front of the green. So my suggestion is figure out what club this is for you to hit that particular carry distance, and then practice it on the range. Try to visualize hole 10 and hit the shots there. Then when we get to hole 10, we might be able to recall some of those memories of the great shots you hit on the range and give you a better chance of getting it on the green. That's it for hole 10. Not a lot of strategy here. You've got to hit a great shot and put it on the green and 2 putt for par. Talk to you soon.